Before we begin, if this is the first time you visit to our channel, you consider to subscribe. Trust Doctor Channel. Dr. Ez. Natural therapeutic in Siwa Oasis by radioactive sand, cosmetics and medical treatment services. Natural therapeutic in Siwa Oasis by radioactive sand, cosmetics and medical treatment services. Therapeutic tourism programs in Siwa Oasis by radioactive sand. Rheumatoid, rheumatism, general weakness, treat some cases of infertility and hepatic C virus. Siwa Oasis, Gabal Dakrour, Mount Dakrour, and Hamamat Cleopatra, Cleopatra's Bath, are the most important sites for therapeutic tourism. Siwa Oasis enjoys numerous properties that place it at the top of the list of these sites recommended for therapeutic tourism. It is distinguished by a calm, clear environment and mild temperature. By boiling the deep subterranean pollution-free mineral water, a treatment is available for treating renal stones. Gabal al Dakrour is important for the tourists to Siwa in treating rheumatism, Romateod and general weakness by burying the patient in hot sand surrounding the mountain. Sand burial is another therapeutic practice that is special to Siwa, but this treatment is effective only in the sweltering heat, so it begins in mid-May. Sand bath. Almrdam, the use of warm sand containing radioactive elements in the treatment of some chronic diseases, of the most popular methods used for physiotherapy in Siwa, known as environmental therapy. Siwa people have discovered since for quite some time the effectiveness and impact of sand baths in the treatment of rheumatic diseases such as Romateod and treat some cases of infertility and hepatic C virus. The Siwa people now create so-called Almrdam to be treated Almrdam patients in it, and it would require a number of tools for drilling, to dig Almrdam in the sand, shovel, for example, blankets, towels, tents, disobedience, used as pegs assigned and blankets to work, umbrella above the patient's head and means for sack to Almrdam area middle of the desert, as well as a number of other requirements such as oils and beverages and meat to be addressed by the patient during the treatment period, and that is limited to the fenugreek tea and anise tea. Important, you have to note that this type of treatment is not suitable for patients with heart disease, and those who suffer recent fractures, as treatment with sand open fractures must be 2 years after the fracture to the patient can exercise therapy that way. The patient go to Almrdam, treatment and steps. Treatment begin. That patient goes to Almrdam by car, where slept there inside the hole allocated to it after the disarmament of all his clothes, then backfill it inside the hole until covered with sand in full, and for a period ranging from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. After the patient out of the hole, wrapped in a blanket, and slept inside the tent for a period determined by its ability to afford to stay in the temperature inside the tent. There are those who can stay inside the tent for half an hour and there sits an hour, and so on. The patient, as soon as he entered the tent, drink fenugreek tea to heat the body and lighten the skin pores, followed by a drink anise tea, and to be drink at intervals, to overcome the intense heat and dry throat. It should be noted that drinking water is forbidden inside the tent. Following that phase, patient goes out of the tent, and returns to the hotel room, which will stay during the treatment period, without exposure to any source of air, as the patient's room must not have any source of air from fans or air conditioning or any port of open air. The patient drink water with lemon to soothe the hottest body, then the patient can eat meat or chicken soup, must be fat soup, lemon can be added to the soup. The patient rest until the evening, and can change his clothes without exposing himself to water, then having dinner, which is about chickens or ducks or meat, with rice and soup. The patient can eat at breakfast beans, falafel and yogurt. The patient remains so for 3 days, since that period is the minimum period of one bath, length of the growing or short duration of the bathroom due to the condition of the patient himself and the extent of progress in treatment. Wrap a patient with a blanket. The first period spent by the patient is the first 3 days, and if found progress, can be increased in the duration of treatment 2 days, then other 2 days, to bring the total to 9 consecutive days, but if the patient in need of more days for treatment must have a rest day after 9 days, as the sand perish body, and continue after that trip therapy by sand baths again if needed so. After finishing the sand bath, pores body is closed through rubbed some kind of olive oil and vinegar, and a small percentage of salt and lemon and alcohol, with no exposed body of water for at least 3 days, then be taken bath water for a very short period. After the bath, patient can eat hot soup. Eating and drinking instructions for treatment by sand baths. 1. Breakfast before 11 o'clock in the morning. 2. To refrain from eating after breakfast until the entry of Almrdam. 3. Avoid to exposure to any source of air during going and returning from Almrdam. 4. Do not use ice-cold water and cold drinks in the days of filling. 5. Must wear heavy clothing when out of the room for any purpose. 6. Not to eat watermelon in the days of filling because of the moisture in it. 7. No bathing in the days of filling. 8. No taking of medications and chemical drugs. Instructions after filling. 1. Not to expose to any airstreams such as air, fans, conditioning, a car. 2. No bathing with water 3 days after the reclamation. 3. Warm clothes is recommended after filling. Laser hair removal. If you're not happy with shaving, tweezing, or waxing to remove unwanted hair, laser hair removal may be an option worth considering. It is one of the most commonly done cosmetic procedures in the US. It beams highly concentrated light into hair follicles. Pigment in the follicles absorb the light. That destroys the hair. Benefits of laser hair removal. Lasers are useful for removing unwanted hair from the face, leg, arm, underarm, bikini line, and other areas. Benefits of laser hair removal include precision. Lasers can selectively target dark, coarse hairs while leaving the surrounding skin undamaged. Speed. Each pulse of the laser takes a fraction of a second and can treat many hairs at the same time. The laser can treat an area approximately the size of a quarter every second. Small areas such as the upper lip can be treated in less than a minute, and large areas, such as the back or legs, may take up to an hour. Predictability. 90% of patients have permanent hair loss after an average of 3 to 5 sessions. Filler and anti-age skin measures. Injectable fillers, like Juvederm or Restylane, can be used for everything from lip augmentation to wrinkle treatment to scar removal. There are lots to choose from, and the Real Self community has tried them all. Common uses of fillers. Injectable fillers may be used to correct a variety of cosmetic concerns, such as wrinkles, thin lips, acne scars, and dark or puffy under eyes. Wrinkle treatment, lip augmentation, acne scars treatment, dark circles. Scar removal. Cheek augmentation. Facial masks. A facial mask, also known as a face mask, takes place after cleansing, skin analysis, exfoliation, extractions and massage during a professional facial. Facial masks treat your particular skin type or condition. For instance, if you're dry or dehydrated, the facial mask should hydrate your skin. If your skin is red or inflamed, the mask should calm and soothe. If your skin is oily and congested, the facial mask can help draw out impurities from the skin. A detox bath designed to suit your lifestyle. Life isn't clear as mud. Facial scrub. Skin spa treatment. Skin tightening products rejuvenate skin. Skin care advice. Facial masks generally stay on your skin for 10 to 15 minutes and contain ingredients like clay, black moor mud, aloe vera, seaweed, algae, essential oils, massage oils, herbs and vitamins. One sign of a good facial is when the esthetician stays in the room with you during the facial mask, giving you a scalp massage or some other service that enhances your experience. If she says, "You lie here and relax and I'll be back," she's basically taking a break at your expense. Don't pay good money to lay there by yourself. After the mask has done its work, the esthetician removes it and completes the facial with application of toner, serum, moisturizer, eye cream, lip balm and if it's daytime, sunscreen. A face mask is intended to treat your particular skin condition, so it's important to choose the right one. If you're using a professional skincare line, the esthetician can usually recommend a facial mask for you to use at home, but sometimes they are for professional use only. What are the benefits of facial masks? Depending on what they are made of, they can do the following: tighten and tone the skin, hydrate the skin, nourish the skin, draw out impurities, help blemishes heal, calm and soothe the skin, rejuvenate the skin. What types of facial masks are there? Clay masks help draw oil and dirt to the surface of the skin. They contain clay, kaolin or bentonite for their tightening and sebum-absorbing effects. Cream masks or gel masks are formulated to hydrate and nourish the skin. Setting masks harden into a rubbery state and esthetician peels them off at the end. These are cool and refreshing masks, but not that common because they're tricky to work with. Skin tag facts and removal. Skin tags are very common but harmless small, soft skin growths. Skin tags tend to occur on the eyelids, neck, armpits, groin folds, and under breasts. One person may have anywhere from 1 to over 100 skin tags. Almost everyone will develop a skin tag at some point in their life. Middle-aged, obese adults are most prone to skin tags. Obesity is associated with skin tags. Removing a skin tag does not cause more to grow. Some people are just more prone to forming skin tags. Treatments include freezing, tying off with a thread or suture, or cutting off the skin tag. Reshape a flabby protruding belly. 3 days course by medical equipment and advices you can lose 05-06 cm from your belly contour. A protruding and flabby belly is much more than just unattractive, it can lead to chronic back pain and, even worse, diabetes. Abdominal weight gain is usually caused by a greater number of calories entering the body than there are calories being burned. Reshaping your belly can prove challenging because your body won't respond to simply performing exercises that target that area. However, there are steps that you can take to not only increase weight loss in the abdominal region but also improve your quality of life. Your tour organizes the most comprehensive array of Egypt's inbound and outbound travel packages through its fully integrated business model, offering all services of the value chain and maximizing capture of tourism spending. Charitable giving: we make a donation to the Magdi Yaqub Heart Foundation and Children's Cancer Hospital Foundation, Hospital 57357 for each booking reserved, BB.